Hello, my name is Lynette, and in this video we are going to talk about the eye of awareness and the power it can have on your life to transform and be a catalyst for powerful change. So the eye of awareness is an energetic faculty that allows you to see deeper and with greater clarity and with more insight into situations and to people and to places than you normally would. And it is really a muscle that you can develop and you can grow, and it's one of the beautiful spiritual gifts in our arsenal of tools, right? So I want to do a quick exercise now. Imagine you are in this moonlit forest and you are walking through this forest and it is dimly lit and you can kind of see your way around, but not quite so much, right? I mean, so you're stumbling, maybe bumping into a tree, hitting your toe on some rocks, and you just think to yourself, I need a flashlight, I need a light so I can see better, so I can make my way through this forest, so I can, find my path. And your life is a little bit like this forest. You're kind of stumbling around sometimes, you're bumping your toe, you're finding your way, and what would just help you so much is if there was a big light to shine the space. See the light of awareness as a flashlight in your forest. So I'll give you two examples of the moonlit forest in your life, potentially. And one is where you may be in a situation where you're feeling trapped, maybe physically or emotionally or energetically some way. And the light of awareness allows you to see all the opportunity and all the possibility at your disposal. Another example is if you are someone if there's a stimulus like a thought that you just very quickly react or very quickly come up with a response without building enough time, and that pause between the stimulus and the response is really the time where you're able to see. That's where the eye of awareness can do its magic and where you can become empowered in your choice. It's that space between the stimulus and the response, whether the response is a thought in your head or an action or words that you may say. So therefore, having the power of awareness work in your life gives you the option to change instantaneously. And whether it happens today or tomorrow or in years from now, anything you wish to change can change if you're willing to see your options. So what we're going to do now is a visualization exercise. I want you to close your eyes and just listen to the sound of my voice. Imagine the sun that you see every day above you, giving light and life to your planet, fueling in your life cycles. The eye of awareness is much like your physical sun. It illuminates everything you experience, fueling your spiritual life cycles. See the sphere above you, the eye. Allow it to take on whatever shape and color it does for you, knowing that your interpretation is correct for you. It may look to you like a physical eye. It may look like a golden orb or an effervescent portal. However it appears, first take a minute to see the extraordinary amount of light that it holds. This light is pouring down onto you, bathing all the elements of your life in its luminous rays. See it gently illuminating you, the people around you, the animals, your home, everything with its brilliance. Notice how they transform into higher, more loving, illuminated versions of themselves as this takes place. Now turn your attention to how the eye illuminates your heart. The eye is not a mental concept or construct. The quality of expanded awareness is generated in your inner senses, is real. Some think of awareness as a mental faculty. In truth, awareness is an energy-based capacity that is most nurtured and fed by the heart. Allow yourself to feel this awareness, heart connection within you. Allow the eye to illuminate your heart for a moment as you sit and allow the light in. The eye of awareness is connected to you from above through your spine, through the back of your physical and energetic body. If you're familiar with the chakra system, subtle energy centers located in and around your body, see a golden thread connecting each of your chakras to the eye of the awareness and its vast power. See this golden thread running along your spinal column, connecting you to the great I. Thank you. What I'd like to do now is another visualization where we are going to resolve conflict. Here we go. Close your eyes. Now, using your inner vision to see the people in your life, especially those who surround you at your home, in your workplace, and in your friendship circles. Allow the light emanating from the eye of awareness to bathe them in its radiant warmth, giving you a clear view of each person in their highest, most authentic state of being. Now, think of a person with whom you are having a conflict, whether minor or major. See that person standing ahead of you in your mind's eye while you maintain your connection to the eye of awareness. What is the conflict about? What are you struggling with? How is the conflict affecting your life? Allow the light to brighten around the other person so you can see who they truly are and their emotional body, personality, physical form, and spirit revealed in great detail and sharp focus. Second, how is the conflict affecting their life? Allow the eye, with its ability to cut through confusion and stuck thoughts and emotions, to shed new light on the issue or challenge that lies between you. What do you see? What do you sense? What do you feel? So, using the eye in this way, you may experience an immediate release. You may experience a freeing up of energy. You might find that what is possible for you and this person who you're having a conflict with has now expanded. So take a moment now to let this vision of the eye fade away. You're not disconnecting from it. It's always there. So now, from now on, wherever you go, you know that this incredible illuminating light is clearing the way for you. So as you strengthen this faculty of awareness, you will begin to illuminate a lot of aspects of yourself and of your being and in your life. And sometimes this is not a very comfortable experience. It is necessary for growth, but sometimes it's not that comfortable, because what happens is we shine a light on the ways in which we have been limiting ourselves. We shine a light on the ways we have been being that might not be pleasing to ourselves. We realize that we want to change, and the way we have been is no longer satisfying for us. So that's why the spiritual path is not an easy one. It takes someone brave and courageous to really look at themselves, and that's what opening up the light of awareness will do. It will make you feel completely exposed to yourself and often to the world as well. So I will give you an example of where this happened in my life. As some of you may know, I had 4 years of drug addiction, and I remember in the healing stage, the final stage of this period, I was attending a consciousness course, and the facilitator of the course at the time was doing an exercise where we had to choose certain archetypes of ourselves, or avatars, what you might call it, basically entities that represented our character or our approach or perspective to life. And as usual, I was choosing all these very kind of sexy ideas, like a cowboy, or these ideas that are how I was in my life. And he looked at me and he said, I'll never forget this, he said, "You are missing the key one here, and that is being a victim." And I remember my ego took such a knock when he said that, and never once did I consider that I was approaching my life as a victim. And it was like the veil was opened. Talk about illumination. And you know, sometimes it takes somebody else to make you see, and sometimes just stepping into a space of more consciousness expansion, like I was in this course, allowed me to suddenly see the way that I was being in my life, and the fact that I was approaching life from the perspective that everything was wrong, and that these were the reasons why I couldn't move forward, and all of these bad things happened to me, and oh poor me. Only when I saw that could I then make the decision to step into a space of greater responsibility and greater courage, because taking responsibility for your life does take courage. But of course, the initial seeing of that was followed by a myriad of judgment, and I'll speak a moment more about the inner judge and the inner critic, because this is something we have to have a lot of compassion for. This is part of the process. After the seeing, there usually comes a period where we judge what we're seeing, and after that we take responsibility to change, to accept what we're seeing and then decide to change it if it's not to our liking. So yeah, the common response is to become disheartened or feel disempowered because you cannot believe this trap or this reality that you've created for yourself. So let's expose the inner judge, all right? What is the inner judge? The inner judge is the one that whatever you sees has some kind of running commentary about it. And usually the running commentary is pretty negative. And it's very valuable to start illuminating the commentary you have on your life. And as your awareness expands and you see the parts of you that you want to change, you will see that that inner judge can be quite critical. So, and that might have served you perfectly until now. That inner judge might be the guiding compass to have kept you on a certain path, but at a certain time you learn that there comes real power in accepting and allowing what is, and understanding that the mere seeing of something has the transformative power to change it. So understanding that illuminating the light of onto what was unconscious before gives something power to transmute. That energy will transmute just by you shining light on it. So the real practice, and this is the beautiful spiritual practice of meditation, is to allow yourself to sit with your thoughts and to sit with the emotions, whatever may arise, and to see it, to shine that light of awareness on it, and then be non-judgmental, to just observe, to allow things to come and go, to be completely compassionate and loving in that space for things to arise and to fall away. And as you practice that muscle, you will find you will build a greater resilience to be able to react or respond to things in your outer world with a lot more prowess. We're going to end with an awareness affirmation. So write this down or say it with me. I turn toward the eye of awareness, the conscious light of clarity that is my powerful ally. I open to this radiant light that penetrates all confusion and darkness, illuminating the path to my highest good and greatest experience of life. And if you need reminding, this work that you are doing is extraordinary. And imagine being able to be connected to a source of love that never leaves you. And this is what it means to be connected to the eye of awareness. It is a never-ending, abundant, beautiful ocean of love, of light. And the more you learn to tap into it, the more your life can be one of ease, grace, and flow. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel and I'll see you for some more videos soon.